Hey everybody, it's Hiraku here today. And so, if you've been following the YouTube channel for any time at all, you've seen that a few days ago, I was actually posting quite a bit about my, well, I guess a few weeks ago, I was posting my free-to-play account journey. If you follow the stream, you know that I recently, well, fairly recently, I guess 12 days ago now, created a free-to-play account focused on beginners and helping them understand the game and go through it. The best way I figured to do that was to create a brand new account of my own, strictly free-to-play, progress through the game so that I can explain better firsthand how to most efficiently progress and what you should be doing when you get stuck on certain areas. Obviously, having my max level account, it's more difficult to go back and say this is how you should do Dragons 16, Dragons 14, or something like that, when I can just throw in some high level champions, high level gear, and clear it easily. So I figured the best way to do that would be to make this new account. Now, if you look back on the channel a few days, my last video was actually the last video on this free-to-play journey was day 5 of the journey, and now I am on day going on day 13 of the journey. So the reason why I kind of stopped doing the daily uploads for that was because I was just strictly taking it from the stream, and I didn't think there was enough value given to people who tune into the stream. So I want this series to be beneficial to people who tune into the stream as well as people who are just new strictly from YouTube. So I'm deciding to kind of just do a summary over the past few days, let new people know what I did, let people who've been tuning into the stream and actually watching everything I've done live get kind of a recap and a shorter condensed version of what the stream is showing. I didn't like the quality of clipping the stream together and piecing everything together. It did give you a clear idea of what I was doing, but I think this structure will be better. Let me know in the comment section below if you think this structure of video would be better, or if you want to see me posting the daily summary after the stream. I'm fine with either one really. But since day 5, we've definitely made some progress. I don't remember exactly where I left off on day 5, but I will touch on what I've been working on lately. So we tried to go through the brutal campaign, so we did do hard. We got through all of that. We opened up a Vault Guardian, essentially. We opened up this guy right here from the Sacred Shard, and not as lucky as on my other free-to-play account where we opened up Bad L, but definitely not terrible. I guess it could be worse, but he's going to be a Vault Guardian for a little while. Just Rock Breaker. Nothing special there. We, of course, did get Shaman. As you can see, I haven't touched her whatsoever. I don't think Shaman's super viable. I can do a guide on her later on down the road, but I haven't really touched her much. So on this account so far, we've mostly been focused on getting an arena team built. And I have another video talking about the best free-to-play arena team, which in my opinion is Diabolist, War Maiden, Spirit Host, and your starter champion. So we've been working a lot on getting our arena to silver, because we are stuck on the mission to reach silver in the arena. And if you tune into the stream, you know that we have a lot of viewers who are stuck on this exact same thing. The arena system currently in Raid is a little weird. So like you can see right here that you've seen my character's ranking and stuff, but you can see if I refresh this list that these people, okay, they have legendaries level 50. That's not crazy, but this team right here, they have 260s, 2 6-stars. So this team, there's no way I could beat this. This team should definitely be in like gold. So whenever people quit the game, they fall down through the ranks. So if you're struggling to get into silver, don't worry, you're not the only person struggling. But let me jump into an arena. Let me show you the new team I have. The structure of this team, essentially, I'll break it down when we jump into this match. But basically, how this works is Spirit Host is going first. Spirit Host gives the 50% attack increase to all allies for 2 turns. This just sets up a really good burst for my team. Next, I have Diabolist go using the speed increase, and it increases everybody's speed by 30%. She does a little bit of damage. The reason why I like Spirit Host going before Diabolist is because Spirit Host's 50% increased damage actually helps Diabolist do a little bit more damage to the enemy team. While it's not anything crazy, it could be enough to squeeze out an extra kill or just give you a little bit extra positioning. And after Diabolist, we have War Maiden going, and this is a really important part. So War Maiden, you just seen, I use her ability 3, which applied this decreased defense on 3 champions. If her accuracy was a little bit higher, it may have applied it more likely to Mother Superior, but it also doesn't have a 100% chance of applying. So her accuracy currently is pretty solid. Now, my main goal with Aethel is to kill the entire enemy team in one go. Now, since I already have a 50% increased attack on this champion, there's no reason to use this ability, which would just do a 25% increased attack. It wouldn't replace the current one, but there's no reason to do it, especially since this gives me an extra turn and I could use it later on to do another Divine Blade if it goes into another round. So I'm going to use this, hoping to kill the entire team, and you've seen there, it basically killed everyone except for Kale, which is exactly what we want. Now I'm just going to do this block debuff. This will prevent him from doing any poisons to us, which definitely helps. Now we're going to use War Maiden, and this should finish it up. So like I said, I save this ability for the next round. If you're not using Aethel, if you're using Kale, similar thing. If you're using Gaelic, similar thing. Just save their AoE, their hardest hitting. For Kale, it's his A2. For Gaelic, similar things. So just use them. Same structure with all the starters. There's a lot of people who can fit into that little burst role, but that's the structure of my arena team, and this will definitely get us to silver, maybe a little bit longer. Right now, we're working on taking Aethel to 6-star, which is something I really push for in my initial beginner guide. So as you can see here, as far as upgrading the rank, we have 2 5-stars right now. So in the past few days on the stream, we've been really pushing for getting 4-star people to level 40. In this case, I have this guy, which he's farmable from the campaign. I typically don't recommend sacrificing your rares, but since he is farmable from the campaign, that's perfectly fine. I have him ready to go to upgrade to 5-stars once I get enough people at 4-stars. I have him, and I have this guy. So both of these are uncommon, perfectly fine to sacrifice them. Now I'm working on getting some people to 3-star level 30 and take them up. In the next few days, we should have 3 people to 5-star. So while working on the arena, trying to get to that. So my focus right now is basically doing the arena and then farming for food to get my people to 6-star, my Aethel to 6-star. The reason why this is so important is because I did buy my masteries, which was several videos back, but I did buy my masteries for Aethel, and if you're using Aethel and like to copy my masteries and do similar things that as I have, then do this. I spent 800 gems and went ahead and bought this. As you can see, I already have 900 gems. The reason why I haven't spent these 900 gems yet is because I don't know for sure whether I want to buy the masteries on somebody else or if I want to buy the gem mine. And the gem mine doesn't pay itself off until after 100 days. So if I wait 10 days before buying the gem mine, it's not really going to make a difference in the long run because 100 days versus 110 days isn't that much of a difference. I would like to go ahead and purchase 2 levels, preferably even 3 levels of the gem mine when I do purchase it, because the gem mine can go up to level 3, and each thing you purchase takes 100 days to pay off, essentially. So I want to make sure to have it all building up as soon as possible. That's my masteries with Aethel, which whenever I get to the bottom tier, tier 6, this Giant Slayer specifically, which is what I would use on Aethel, Kale, and anybody who does a single hit on their attack 1 would be War Master. But since Aethel does 3 hits on her A1, I'm doing Giant Slayer. This will help a ton on the clan boss, and hopefully whenever we get to that point, I'll make another video and show you how much damage that actually does when you have that mastery on your starter. Now, another thing I've been working on is, since the last video, I've been working on Brutal campaign. Now, we did get to a point in Brutal where we're kind of stuck, which is why I've transitioned to mostly just farming for food now, because on this stage right here, we are not able to get 3 stars quite yet, but once we get Aethel to 6-star level 60, this will be a breeze. She can probably solo most of this by herself. We also have some difficulties on these boss levels. I don't like progressing without getting 3 stars. Like, we could definitely go through all this without taking Aethel to 6 stars, but we wouldn't get 3 stars for the victory. We get like 1 or 2, and we'd have to go back over it later on. Definitely some good rewards down here that I really look forward to getting. The Sacred Shard down here is what I especially want. But another thing that I was working on was my challenges. So I always stress doing the challenges. They're extremely important. Get as far in the dungeon challenges as you can before your dungeons reset in the first 7 days. My dungeons are all reset. I mean, you can go here and I'll show you. The dungeons are all back on cooldowns. So I'm past the first 7 days, of course. We're on day almost 13. But what I was saying just now about the challenges is that on the artifacts, the ones I've just completed, like these ones, which is part 8 of 10, these were saying win 4-star or higher gauntlets with attack percent as a primary stat from clearing campaign locations on hard or higher. So this was actually an amazing mission. Each one of these gave energy as a reward, and typically these those artifact missions are kind of crappy. They take a long time to finish it, but when they say to do it from any location, this was actually a really good challenge. The reason why I say that is because what I did is I went to Brutal campaign and I would farm either the speed location for gloves, chest, and boots, or the lifesteal location. In my case, I specifically farmed the speed location just because getting boots with speed on them from the speed set is going to help you out so much on things like the clan boss, arena. This is what exactly helped me speed tune my arena team to make sure everybody's going first, which is going to help me eventually break into silver arena. I'll show you some example of the gear I got, and I definitely think once you get to that level of the challenges, you're definitely going to be able to excel your champions' overall power and just in general make your champions a lot better, assuming you're farming for gear that you actually need. Of course, you can go to stages like chapter 12, farm for curing gear, and just blow through it to get the most, I guess, experience, but this is definitely the way to go. In my opinion, farm for gear that you can actually use on your champions. Because in this case, like speed set boots with the speed main stat are definitely some of the best boots in the game. Whenever you upgrade it to 16 for a 4-star piece, you get 35 speed, which early game, that is incredible. Especially if you put some boots like that on somebody such as, where is he at? He's our clan boss Poisoner, Outlaw Monk. That I may have gotten rid of him. I really hope I didn't. Okay, he's in the vault, I think. Yeah, Outlaw Monk. So my Outlaw Monk has speed boots on him, and if I can get his speed up even higher, he'll be hitting the clan boss on easy like almost 3 times before the clan boss goes. So this is definitely an incredible thing to farm. In this case, he's got some relentless gear, but like you see here, she has full speed gear, majority speed gear, Aethel has speed gear, and Spirit Host full speed gear. All these people have speed gear strictly because I was farming the speed chapter in the campaign for that challenge that says to get it from hard or higher. You really got to watch these challenges because sometimes they say strictly hard or strictly normal, but when they say hard or higher, it opens up the freedom to do really whatever you want. So definitely once you get to these challenges, it's really going to help you progress your champions. So keep that in mind in case you want to in case you're thinking about going out and farming gear right now, just keeping in the back of your head like, hey, when I get to that part 8 out of 10, I'll actually be able to farm the gear. So maybe I should just wait a little while before spending my energy. Because there couldn't be a better challenge. I mean, this is giving me energy when I spend the energy, so I'm kind of breaking even on the energy depending on how long it takes to get the attack percent, but I'm also getting extremely good gear. So definitely focus on farming a campaign chapter that you can actually use the gear from. But I guess in summary, currently on going on 13, so day 12 of the account, we've been working on getting to Silver Arena, which I believe we're going to be stuck at for probably a week or two more. Definitely when Aethel turns 6-star, level 60, I think it's really going to help us in the arena. But until then, we're probably just going to be floating between Bronze 3, Bronze 4, somewhere around there. We've been doing a decent amount in the dungeons. I really don't touch the dungeons. Like you can see right here, the Minotaur, I don't have a lot unlocked. I plan to buy masteries, so I'm not really going to do the Minotaur much at all. As far as the dragon, I don't farm that outside of tournaments. If there's a tournament going on, that's the only time I really believe that as a new player it's worth farming the dragon, because of the fact that it's RNG on what gear you get. Unless you could farm like stage 13, I wouldn't spend a lot of time in the dragon. I think there's other ways you can spend your time better. Similar things with Spider. Spider at least has accessories and you need these, but I haven't farmed Spider. Like I said, there's tournaments that come up. So right now we have the tournament for, let's see what we have the tournament for. We have champion training and Spider tournament. So right now, this would be a good time to do the Spider tournament actually, or farm the Spider. The reason why I say that is because I could win 100 energy. I prefer to get up in these gym categories. I wouldn't do enough to win the top prize, but sometimes these gyms are even better than the top prize, in my opinion. So definitely right now would be a good time for me to farm Spider to get those accessories. Same thing with Fire Knight when there's a tournament up. But outside of a tournament and stuff, I typically don't recommend spending a lot of time and energy inside of the dungeon, just because you could be leveling up food, you could be farming specific campaign chapters, which will give you gear you know you can use, like speed, lifesteal, so on and so forth. But over the next few days, I definitely want to complete Brutal. The next few days we'll definitely have Aethel to level 60, 6-star. We did get a gift from Plarium today, which is pretty exciting, especially for new players. So if anybody logged in today, you should get this gift. 1,000 energy. We had several brews plus an experience banner, which is pretty awesome. Like I said, especially for a new player, I mean, this 1,000 energy is going to go quite a long ways, and it should help me get my champions to enough champions to 4-star to actually upgrade these champions to 5-star and get Kale to 6, or get Kale. I wish Kale. No, Aethel's not actually bad. Get Aethel to 6-star and then soon level 60. So that's the summary over the past few days. I'm going to start doing these, I guess, longer summaries of the days I've played. If you have any specific questions, I'm more than happy to help. We've been doing a lot of help on the stream with helping players get through the normal, mostly the hard campaign, and we've helped a few players get through brutal. So if you are struggling with any of that and you are watching strictly from the YouTube side of things, stop by the stream. We're live between 11 p.m. Eastern Time and 3 a.m. Eastern Time. We've been streaming every single day. So like I said, if you're checking out from the YouTube channel, hop over to the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/Tyraku. Check out what's going on, ask for some help. I'm more than happy to give you some help in the campaign, or just provide some suggestions and show you what, or tell you what I would do to help you get through. Like I said, Kale, when he's level 60, 6-star, he can go through most of the brutal solo. So if you haven't already, go ahead, leave a comment below, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and stay updated with the journey. If you have any video ideas you want to see in the future, definitely post those in the comment section below, and I'd be more than happy to touch on that. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you next time.